Racing. This is
Hello,
the
everyone.
semifinals of the Blitz Tournament. With me is Eternal. How are you, Eternal?
Doing all right, Sazzer. Doing all right. We have quite the matchup for you guys today. In the red corner, we have VioletPumpkin, who just got off a victory against Season 3 winner Kilveris last round in the Blitz. In the blue corner, we have the LittleKing, who has done it again. He has kept his Blitz streak alive of removing #1 seeds from Blitz tournaments. This time, his latest victim, Charles Yarls, who's also our second place S3 winner. Quite the matchup we have going on here today.
Incredibly
and what a
impressive.
Start. What a start, too.
Start. So we have BFI right off the bat with Mini Monkey and Tiny. You love to see it. You love to get the fairy reward out of your head. Donkey start is always beautiful. Tiny kick slides are always great. When we get Chunky, we got Punch. It's tough to think of a better start. Maybe with Coconut instead of Triangle, but you can't really ask for much more, really.
I mean, DK just rolling around quickly, getting that movement with him too. It just makes things a lot faster. I'm looking at the two shopkeepers too. Candy is the shopkeeper you need the least because she's not in all of the levels, unlike the other two. So that's already a good start there as well. There's a lot to be done with this start for sure. You can also check Prison early if you're thinking there's something there, but I don't think too many people go in there nowadays to check what's in there.
Now, Eternal, what sort of check are you hoping to see here? I'm personally looking for maybe a little DK to arcade action here. It's my favorite. Maybe a little bit of Mechfish. We gotta have something good for this.
I want a level 7 Check of Legends.
Oh boy.
I'm asking for a lot.
Oh no.
It's not because I'm saying this because I had an O stand waff on Check of Legends in one of my seats. No. That didn't happen. But the seeds this time around in tournaments, they have hands. They have thrown some insane curveballs at us. We've seen some insane casinos. We've seen some 3 boss required seeds. I don't know who had the pleasure of running that.
Oh yeah, who? Looks like they're being sent off pretty soon. Everyone make sure to get your predictions in on whether or not we get the family within an hour. And about 10 seconds and we'll be off.
Yep, get a drink, get some snacks while you're at it. We're gonna be here for a while.
Run.
I know, it might be a jet. I don't know. Oh, I already said it.
You said it already.
I said it. I cursed
Incredible.
it already.
Wow. Okay. Well,
it's
everyone,
over.
Strap in.
We're in through the ringer. And like you said, already
Clear Vial.
on the Feather Gate. Yeah.
Okay, bit of a split. Getting the Junk Fairy. Checking BFI right away. This is all pretty normal. And we're going to probably just see them do this and run straight to level 1. Ooh, orange
Oranges.
throwing.
Okay.
That is really nice for getting rid of those pesky cops pretty early. And it gets you, I want to say 3 checks in the game. But who knows? That could be something.
It's also good for Forest if you want to do this, like the switches
Very
out
true.
of logic.
You can make it day now. Get the snide hint.
Nothing much on BFI Fairy, so that's a good sign for them.
Yeah, just a medal there and a medal here. No jetpack though, so I wish, but Aztec level 1. And yeah, it's zeroed again, and so it looks like they're starting here.
Chunky found by Lanky and Japes. Lanky checks with what they have. That's gonna be for a bit, I believe, because no Lanky moves in sight, and Lanky checks in general.
The slope barrel. You always get that very easily with Tiny.
That is true. And you get a O-Stand Wath out of nowhere.
Mills to 3, 4, 5, 8 Tiny, Chunky, free Kongs is what I'm seeing here, right? All right. Yeah. Perhaps a early Forest is what we're looking at. Or was that 3, 4, 5? Check of Legends is dead. Or at least level 7 Check of Legends is dead, I believe.
Unfortunately.
Sorry to say it.
Hydra Temple to Key 8 and Tiny Phase. So we do have a Tiny Phase, so we might be able to skip Feather here if we don't find it in like the early checks here.
Get the 5-door temple. to tiny phase, feather might be required and found in there for whatever those are pointing to.
It depends what items we get early and what's gonna...
Yes.
What paths are cross-referencing each other, for sure.
Of course, we're getting the
standard-
cursory level 1 tiny medal for Aztec. You always get this because it's one of the 4 Sphere 0 medals in the game right now with 50 CB medals. You never skip this, especially since it's pretty quick.
We just saw Lanky found by Tiny and Galleon, and you like to see that because you have 5 chances of it being in the treasure chest if you have diamond.
Well, not without Lanky.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. Everyone point and laugh at me, I guess. What are we thinking? What curse? A mermaid? Mermaid? Hello?
Mermaid? Oh yeah, sign me up. Sign me up.
Mermaid? All right, mermaid confirmed.
We're on
Bang,
Pearl Watch.
We stamp it. We're on Pearl Watch, and it's gonna be a casino for it somehow.
Oh no.
they'll 3 Kong all the way to Helm. That's what's gonna happen.
That's very true. We can fully do tiny phase out of logic right now.
True. You don't need to... Well, whatever item is in 5-door temple is path to key 8 as well, so you kind of do need it.
Big third melon. The seed's blessed from the start.
My beloved. The best power-up in the game. Don't fight me.
No, I won't. I'm a big fan.
That's
Bean,
a pretty
though.
low TNS for what we've seen. It's like 50-something.
59. That's definitely achievable. I doubt we're going to have any early boss checks here without like a barrel start or any CB hints. But who knows? Who knows? I always love seeing a good Mad Jack.
Twirless Mad Jack, anyone? I mean, these two runners are going to be perfectly fine with it, I believe.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like I know LittleKing is a Kevin enjoyer. Played the Kevin Blitz as well. And we're no strangers to do a twirless Mad Jack to end the season. So.
You have to do it so much in Kevin, it's almost weird.
Potion on the dirt in Oasis.
And Candy is selling nothing of use at all. But where is she? He's oh. Maybe Candy's who we're finding in the 5-door temple.
That is possible. And she's selling something somewhere else. What was the last hint that we missed? There was a hint there.
Force Center and Beanstalk.
Force Center and Beanstalk to something.
To something.
I see 4 and 8.
4, 8, and stuff. Gotcha. That's alarming. Don't panic.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
We do have a mini start. If we see a Sax pretty soon, I might start being alarmed. Oh, got a potion on Isles Cranky Lanky.
This is very easy to forget.
4-8 chunky free. I've been alarmed. Thank you, thank you.
Goodness gracious. Very funny. So I wonder what that potion on the shop in Isles Cranky is, because it's very easy to forget that shop now that you don't have Shockwave start.
Yeah, very true.
And coming back here, if it's important, if it's not hinted, which happens quite often in Season 4, by the way, that could cause issues if LittleKing does forget about this, and it is required.
I think, knowing LittleKing, I'm pretty sure he is a noted Isle shop checker, so I'm not going to worry about him in that regard.
By the way, high key 7?
Yeah, free key 7, just for the road.
Oasis 358 chunky free Kongs. So whatever's in Mills is going to help us out for Oasis, it seems. Oh, it might be Shockwave.
Looks like we're not getting an early Beanstalk peak just yet. I'm steeped in fear right now that there's something up there.
Oh no. Do we have to see the plant? So I'm thinking maybe there's a possibility that's like we're gonna find Shockwave and Mills somewhere, but with the items that they have, it's gonna be out of logic for now. Unless they find us something like there's no hint for Chunky yet, was there? I think so. No, Chunky's found by Japes Lanky. Okay, no. So I was thinking maybe Kegs, but I don't think that tracks.
It would be funny, though.
It might be the
I'll give you that.
splat. It might just be the splat for Shockwave.
It could be. Actually, it seems like it's something that's probably available pretty early.
Yeah.
We need to find a progression somewhere. Key 7 is not really going to cut it in that regard.
Unless there's Helm involved.
Ooh. Quick,
That's
grind
not
to
early
50.
progression.
Grind to 50 GPs to get to Helm for your next key.
Yeah, kind of hard to do with like 2 Kongs and 1 usable move. Ah, 2. We have oranges. My bad.
There you go. Now we're thinking.
Yeah. There's the obligatory first kick slide miss into the top of Mushroom. I swear it happens all the time.
You always miss the first one. There's no shame in that. I know I do, at least. LittleKing doing a GB bonus barrel, which in these settings is pretty wise. GBs are a lot harder to come by now, so a lot of racers are taking these barrels a lot more often. No, we both do, right?
Yeah, I mean, with no Shockwave, 1 shopkeeper missing, your flow of GBs is a lot slower in Season 4. But that also gets you punished at times when you go into a barrel and it's like, oh, well, it's a Diddy 2%, can't do it.
Yeah. That particular bonus barrel, I think I've gotten Diddy 2%ed on like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, that happens way too often. We got Arcade to free Kongs, by the way, so...
Ooh, now I'm listening.
It's hinted. We have DK. All we need is 2 moves and might start cooking here.
We do have a punch start, though, so I don't know. I'm going to stay hopeful.
I'm hoping for you, buddy.
Diddy on Arcade would be... Oof. Chef's kiss.
I mean... It would have to be either. It would probably have to be like grab for it to be possible. If that is the case.
Oh right, yeah. I guess that's a pretty good point.
Yeah, it has to lead to an item.
Mm-hmm,
Can't forget that.
Grab on Blast Course for Diddy on Arcade. There, easy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, as simple as that. Mornin, what's the damage? Not much to be had right now. It's a fairly standard start. We haven't seen anything alarming so far. Yeah, we might see a certain plant later. I don't know.
We're looking for a Mega Bat thing in Mills next. I'm really curious to see. Looks like LittleKing is probably heading over to the Mills right now, so we can get an idea.
He's collecting DK CBs right now. I think this
Very smart, yeah.
particular medal for his DK medal is not skippable by any means, especially if you can get it level 1.
Yeah,
with the regular slam.
I definitely agree. Yep. Is Tiny's medal available with just Mini Monkey? I wonder.
No, I think you need diving at the minimum. Wait, probably not. Then. Oh no.
I will save my brain power on that one and divert that to chat.
I don't think it's possible. It's not possible with me.
Another potion on Mill's Dirt. So where is our Shockwave if that is our hinted Mills item, I wonder?
Oh, maybe it's Shockwave on the Kasplat, like you said. We're gonna see.
Yeah, that could be.
LittleKing a little more thorough with his... oh no, that's Violet. That has more GBs since...
Mike, the human calculator has said we would need some mix of grape, sax, or feather diving.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
The
Creme Isle to 4? Is this Shockwave? Oh, there
wait.
you go. Shockwave on the Kasplat. Okay, that's simple enough. So that gets us 2 potions and possibly a key on Creme Isle. I don't know. Somebody, one of our racers rolled for
yeah, it might
sprint,
be.
Right?
No? Area.
Well, that is candidate number 1, I think, for key 4.
Probably, and the Mills item is path to 4. So
yes.
It tracks.
That is probably our progression right now. But LittleKing doing some more density for GVs, I'm sure. It's good to do a lot of these things out of logic when you can.
He's a little behind. I think Violet's been more thorough on her clear for the most part. Oh, hello.
T1 out of nowhere. That is totally unhinted as of yet. We are autologic strong Kong for that. That's really nice to pull. Let's see if
Yes.
Violet runs into Thornvine as well.
Yes, strong Kong, the most the most notable move to skip.
We get a
That
solo
is so
path to key 1 phase later, we can ignore it. That's huge.
yeah, or if you get like a huge string to 1, you're like, okay, well.
What is going on here?
Alright, there's this move, and that move lead to strong Kong.
Right, a Shockwave on Violet's side. And Crumb to 4 hint. I'm thinking we're gonna see LittleKing probably checking Funkies here. I don't believe he did yet, and then probably going straight to Crumb to get key 4.
None of them went to the Beanstalk area.
Yep, and we gotta see what's up there. Just for my own mental clarity.
Get ready to like.
I'm so nervous.
Groan loudly as we see that. Wait, we need someone to blame. Who made this scene? Who rolled this? Hold on.
Raise your hand if you rolled this.
Raise your hand. If you rolled it. We can blame Nintendo Sarah. Oh, well, of course she'd roll. Ooh, Cave's Tiny Mini Barrel.
Cave's Tiny Mini Barrel. All right. Okay, and let's get a look at the Beanstalk.
Pearl Casino Solvey, it's on the app.
Ooh, there's a potion on the dirt. We might be saved.
I don't say that just yet.
That is coconut. We are saved.
Oh, we're saved. Crisis averted. But
gotta write the pearls down.
Yeah, but our theory of maybe what do you mean wrong DK move? Coconut is probably the best move you can get in season 4.
No, I like where Notator's going. Should have been grab or blast, I think, for arcade, and then
yeah, you're right. My bad.
2 Bean-haters on commentary. No, I'm largely being indifferent.
I'll go ahead and say I'm a bean hater, as the sniper laser from Sarah is slowly approaching my head. Don't do it.
Run! Ooh, pineapple launcher and Mills. You'd love to see that. So 2 weapons already, coconut, pineapple.
Yeah, I need to hide. She's after me.
The beavers are in the mail. Oh no. We're gonna get bothered.
Oh, LittleKing going to the shop and
checking
so
aisle shops.
Well, he has Shockwave. He has Shockwave, so it's probably a better time now.
a lot more efficient now. No vines, I don't believe, but that Horde Dirt rarely comes up now, so. Okay, so both our runners taking an extremely similar route right now. But we might see some divergence soon, depending on B-lockers, because they got key 1 rather to get access to level 2. They're gonna get key 4 soon. I'm curious to see if there's any split in their pathing right now.
I mean,
this is where
it all depends on the level 2 B-locker.
Yes,
if you're not meant to get strong Kong like right now, then probably the safer move would probably go to level 5 if it's really key 4 and Cremile.
We've certainly seen seeds, though, where the most expensive B-locker, Helm excluded, was 17, I believe. So it's not impossible.
That has happened.
Ooh, Monkey Port in Isle's Training Ground Dirt. If that is to Helm, that's really important.
That might be important.
And
from
Violet's Pour.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna be as mean as another commentator and point and laugh.
Another? Oh, you mean Verdant Dash? Yes.
Oh, you're gonna immediately call her out like that?
You know, she called me out on Restream. I think.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's totally warranted on your case. In your case, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can go ahead on record and say we hate the rabbit.
How dare you? I do.
I mean, I blew him up once on Restream. I think it's known at this point. Yeah, and my partner in crime.
Well,
yeah, we did it. We both did it on Restream. We had a gentleman's agreement beforehand.
All right.
Back to Aztec.
Looking at Aztec here, probably looking to do the 5-Tor Temple.
I'd say it's the dirt.
Or Oasis, yeah, that one's to free Kongs. That makes a lot more sense.
Oasis and dirt. Well, it's the free Kongs, but it's also part of the path, the Mills path as well.
Yes.
So, and he's gonna do DK metal for good measure, cause yeah, it's easy, good to do, relatively quick. Right, what's on this dirt here?
It's interesting. 4-center beanstalk.
Diving on the dirt, that's pretty big too. That gives you another level.
Did we check? I believe Violet's checking it right now, actually. This is probably our key 4 right here. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
yeah.
So it's not...
Coconut was to 4. Shockwave gave us Coconut and was to 4. That lines up. That lines up.
We have level 2, level 4, and level 5 to choose from.
Ooh.
Potentially. And level 4 or 5 are the only logical entrances right now.
But who knows if level 2 is maybe factory, we want to push a free Kongs thing, and we have access, we could see people going there.
I mean, if the B-lockers are kind.
Maybe Japes if we want to try to auto-logic Chunky. Maybe gamble that Chunky's on the slope barrel, pick him up early.
Is that... Oh, that's another GB. So I like this collecting from, well, they're going to have to both do it eventually, but if you have a move and it's locking so many other checks, it's best to do them immediately once you get the move, because your B-lockers are assuming that since you have those items available, you need those GBs to enter the next level. I have Donkey Tiny for Helm. Bongos and sacks needed.
Okay, there's key 4 on LittleKing's side.
So what does he choose? I think he just goes diving, maybe? Because it's... Oh, he's going to check the helm pad.
Ooh, smart move to check the helm pad. And it is a port pad.
Okay, that works out. And Violet doesn't have it because she didn't go back to the training ground dirt.
Yeah, training grounds yet. Nothing important on the ferry, so hopefully Violet can just pick that up later, and it's no big deal. And LittleKing's going to be checking out level 4 now. We've got Castle.
Another Coconut check in here.
Yeah, Coconut check a dirt up top if LittleKing's going to do a bit of a trophy flip action. It looks like he is.
Galleon and Caves for our slams.
Ooh, okay.
Oh boy. Yeah, you hate to see that. Oh,
nothing at all there. The info's big.
Don't get hit by the enemy on the left. Doesn't notice you.
A whole bunch of junk in here, and we move on.
Oh, he's not interested in Castle.
Nothing hinted in Castle right now, so I don't hate the play to try to figure out things. Going over to check out Japes. 21 to get in, though.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's not too bad.
Oh.
Maybe one more level clear, we can get in there. Factory Diddy Metal. That one has popped up a lot. It's good to have it hinted.
Luckily, you can do the logic all the time.
Now, you might be seeing a Wath Spring of some kind at some point, or something pointing towards his metal.
Gonna do the Aztec Dirt Roof Skip here.
Another check that's easy to forget with no Shockwave start I found this season. So it's smart to go pick this up.
Yeah, I know of a certain recent commentator who forgot this check in a recent race. Wonder who that is.
Was it you? I don't get it. Anyway, moving on.
No, you were in that race. Caves is our level 5.
Caves level 5. Anything in caves? Okay. So our options are unhinted caves, or nothing. Caves with no hints pointing to it, castle with no hints pointing to it, or
no,
a Japes
caves
that we
has a Wath.
Oh, does it? Ooh, you're right. Caves mini barrel. Absolutely, you're right. Okay, yeah, go straight there. You gotta pursue it. We got slams in Galleon and Caves. Perhaps, are we getting a slam on the mini barrel? That would be big.
That's a possibility, yeah. And we're gonna route towards Igloo first because it makes sense. Our Wath is that way, so.
Violet picking up the bad, horrible checks in Castle Lobby and moving on.
Uh-oh.
Big head cop.
That is terrifying. I don't know what's worse, the big head cop or the absolutely minuscule cops with like the seemingly huge range for their flashlights anyways.
Yeah, and they move it. I don't believe they do anymore, but they used to be capable of moving at dangerous speeds too. That's what made them terrifying to me.
Oh my god, yeah. Absolutely cursed scenes.
Okay, we're just getting some shop routing here. Violet going to pick up some donkey bananas right now.
It's kind of hard to get. I don't think she can get the DK medal as it stands.
With only coconut, I don't believe it's possible. I believe you're like too short, I want to say.
Maybe if we had the 45 CV medals, then.
You just had to bring it up.
That's a discussion for another day.
All right, let's see what is in this mini barrel. Perhaps a Diddy Kong.
We have a caves cabins area to.
Oh, it's a key.
Phase, it seems. Oh, it is a key.
What
key
could
3?
this be?
I think it's key 3.
No, it's minis. It's yeah. Diving.
Cool.
Diving
it's
to
Vine's
3.
locked.
Yeah.
It's Vine's locked.
Vines and diving locked.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, we're gonna need Vines in order to pick up that key here.
Oh, so we have a chunky face finally, but we have punch, so it's not as bad. But I think we're both in agreement that chunky face is the most scary K. Rool face to see in our hints.
Now, if the rando gods are generous, we will have a Gorilla Gun pad in Helm Lobby, but that is not a guarantee.
Yeah, remember, you're not guaranteed a Gorilla Gun pad once you get to the Helm Lobby. It could be any instrument. It can be gone. It could be grab or charge. So
now, see, we got Galleon Shops to key 1. That is simply Shrunk Kong. We can skip that 100% of the time. If we have multiple things in Galleon Shops, though, time to roll the dice. Gotta buy it all.
Gotta buy them all. Or check the descriptions of each item as you buy them.
Nah, it's not worth it.
That's overrated. Okay, my bad.
We don't have time to read. We must dong.
I don't know. I have time to read when it's a shared vial at times.
I
want to buy ammo belt too.
I'm happy to buy third melon.
Yeah, but not as much ammo belt too. I don't know about you, but
I've run out of ammo before, so I wouldn't put it past myself.
Violet is gonna get the unfortunate news that she can't get this game.
Yeah, need Vine. Sorry, come back later.
Dockers don't read, and apparently they're very bad at counting. Well, at least Chad is.
Ooh, Chad, are you gonna take that?
Well, we'll see in number game later. You guys can maybe prove
number
me
game
wrong.
happens later. You gotta prove Eternal wrong. Make him look. Make him look like he can't read or count.
I can't do both. What do you mean?
What?
Anyway, Candy is selling something here. So your call of Candy being maybe at the 5-door temple to buy this specific potion. It could be going somewhere with that. No
instrument, so this Kasplat has to have our hinted cabins thing, or we gotta come back. Ooh, Helm Lobby barrel. No, that's a rare one. We need vines for 2 things logically now.
You also need whatever item is the pad move. That
now we have key 7, yes, so we can peek that pretty early.
Oh wait, you don't need it.
What we're...
You don't need it. If it's the same that what we just read there, it's Caves Helm Lobby's the tiny face.
Ooh, all right.
If that's the same
means
item,
that means probably vines and 5-door temple then.
No, because it would lead to key 3.
Vines probably does lead. Oh, that could be key 5.
5-door temple, as it stands, only leads to 8 and tiny phase.
Oh, you're right. I'm reading the wrong one. Ignore me, Chad. Ignore me. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's your turn. Your turn. What was I gonna say? It might be the pad move that we need in Helm. Helm Lobby, sorry. So whatever instrument or grab gone or no, it can't be gone because it would lead to chunky phase. So grab or charge or any instrument. Except triangle, because we have triangle.
All right, so we're looking at castle here. First trip for LittleKing. I'm gonna pick up some new hints. Unless I'm missing something, I don't think there are hints for castle here. Am I wrong again? Don't believe there are. So it'll be interesting.
No, you are right this time. There are
Phew.
no hints for castle.
Saved.
They're safe for now.
There's 2 potions lanky by so far.
Oh, and someone went to check candy. Oh, Violet.
Ooh.
You get one.
That's
one.
a new bingo tile, I think.
Yeah, that should be a bingo tile. OJN, hello? Do you have that already?
Get on that, please. Thank you. On it. Great. Thank you, OJN.
Thank you, sir. You're a legend.
All right, so Lanky and Galleon with Tiny. We have diving. We might need a pearl. We know it's not treasure room. As soon as we get to Galleon, high odds we can get Lanky.
Just need a pearl.
The exception, I guess, would be
Ooh,
we're missing key 5. Galleon is the last 2 levels, so we might need a slam if he's in two-door ship.
Is that castle shops to 5 tiny free Kongs?
And could be Sax luck, that's true.
We did not see our 3rd phase, but from my experience, when that happens, you're just dealing with a DK phase, honestly.
Diddy is found by Donkey and Japes. Okay, now Japes is looking very appealing right now.
Yeah, you can do basically everything with DK except for the Blast Course. It could be the lanky phase, but it's just speaking from experience. Like, we could be hit with like a final hour lanky phase, but usually, I guess when we get later to the seed, if there's like no hints hinting to other phases, you're usually hit with a DK phase.
I'm very curious as to what this factory storage arcade to free Kongs thing is. So right now, we know
It'll just be that free tiny item, free chunky item, probably.
Yes, yeah. I'm wondering what the item itself is. I'm thinking it might be O stand for Jape's lanky slope barrel. I'm kind of stuck on that one because if Tiny is finding Lanky and Galleon, it can't be Sax. We have a Tiny Helm, so it'd be to 8 as well. It could be a slam, potentially, if we have Galleon level 7 and we need 2 slams.
We know it can't be feather locked because feather is buried.
Very buried. We pray it is not Tiny's metal.
Main caves
and then
to
we have
5.
a main caves to 5. That is key 5.
Okay, that's interesting.
So we need vines now.
Vines is in castle shop somewhere then.
Yes.
And that was our hinted move. So, and vines will be used for the helm lobby barrel. Okay, so that tracks.
And there it is.
Oh, who has the coins? Who has goods?
DK is remarkably more wealthy than Tiny here, it seems.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So you get your key 5. You have access to everything. Problem is, you have access to everything at 30 minutes. So
good luck picking.
Good luck picking. Exactly.
It is decision time.
Hope you choose the good route. Rando is rando.
Now, LittleKing's probably routing up. I want to see if he gets Tiny's medal here because it's Sphere 0. Maybe even check the castle top dirt. Might
yeah, I was about to
say. Before heading on.
Yeah, since Shockwave is hinted to more things, it makes it more worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, another. Oh, that's Tiny Temple to 8 and Chunky now.
We want the hint for sure, but going all the way to the top. See if there's anything up here. Now, kind of low odds we have another thing on a dirt patch, but who knows?
Yeah, that's well put. Gradually, as the world world is open, unfortunately for you, the whole world is open. And it's on you to be like prioritizing certain checks, seeing, oh, maybe this this path is accessible to me now. Maybe we should prioritize that. You might prioritize a place where you know you can clear more for GBs and just progress in general.
And LittleKing, congratulations for climbing to the top. Here's a banana medal. Enjoy.
I know I've said it like to you in chat before, but I hate medals more than crowns now.
Wow. You hate crowns? Mike, get him.
I said it. I never said anything about crowns, but I feel like with no shockwave, you're just infinitely more pissed to see a medal coming in. And I feel like in seeds sometimes you see like 20 of them in your way, and you're like, "Where's the GBs?"
You have to keep in mind, if you're getting that medal, everyone else is probably getting that medal, so it's fine.
That is true, but then you look at your GB count at like 50 minutes, and you only have 15. What's going on?
And LittleKing pick up Castle Donkey medal was not paying attention to that.
I don't believe he did, because as he was climbing, he was.
Well, it's just a crown anyway, so it's not
shout
missing
out to my
much.
champ.
There you go, Mike. All right, so going back to pick up key 5, main caves, we got our vine swinging. We're looking good to go. I'm curious what level LittleKing pursues next, as well as Violet.
He has enough for Japes, I think. Japes is 21?
Yes, 21 or 22, something like that.
Okay.
Definitely enough.
But it's still not logically available to us. It's available, but not logically available, because Strong Kongs and Galleon hasn't seen Galleon yet.
That's true.
So probably the two other levels, 6 and 7, have lower B lockers. So it'll be interesting to see what he chooses.
Ooh, brutal starfish. You guys really love bullying in the water. Tiny Temple to Chunky 8.
Yeah, we've seen that. We need those starfish at some point out of water so we can kill them mercilessly. I mean,
Whoa
if you think about it, we never get a chance to have a go at them. But they can always bullying us underwater. That's kind of unfair, don't you think? I'm sure someone in chat agrees with me.
We might see Japes here for sure. 2 Kongs, one of them potentially easily auto-logicked. At the very least, trying to get a peek on it to see if you could pull your Kong early. And then Donkey finds one of them. Let's see, Castle Shop. So Vines is to free Kongs. So we could be looking at a Blast Course angle.
Yeah, with Whip Blast.
I love Blast, yeah, it's true. Paired with Grab?
Oh, yeah,
doesn't get better.
Of course. Hope the devs patched in 75 meter just before the seed. Imagine.
Oh, that would be the best.
Who was the one that said? I think it was Larock. Larock said he thought that the 100 meter wasn't as bad as is seemingly worse than 75. I think that's what he said along those lines.
I have no idea. Happy to help. Ooh, yes, Donkey Time Cage is also a check that exists in Japes. That was one I was forgetting about. Hopefully we have an easy day. I know. I know. I impressed myself.
Everything is pretty much doable.
Everything but the Blast Course and potentially a boss.
Grape Shooter.
Grape Shooter.
Oh, Lanky Metal is possible. Lanky Metal is possible.
And Isle's Lanky Grape Gate. Okay, we need it. Here, have a Grape Shooter and a hint to go with it.
Yep, do what you want with it. Have fun.
All right, do we got Lanky right here? We got or Chunky.
Oh, it's Chunky.
Chunky, right? Oh, my bad.
Oh my goodness.
It'd be weird if Lanky were there.
Imagine if it's just arcade.
Oh no!
Oh, absolutely wrecked. 2%.
So we need O-Stand Sprint for that check now. That's incredible. Is that perhaps O-Stand Sprint in Storage Arcade then?
Maybe. That's the game telling him, nice try, Buster. Come back to sprint.
Is incredible. Oh, you want to auto-logic this? Sorry.
Well.
Ooh, tiny potion here as well.
Violet getting the hint for exterior to 7 as she goes into Galleon.
Very helpful. Thank you, hint.
And LittleKing buying guitar out of Jape's Cranky. Guitar is not one of the instruments needed, but could prove useful later.
So we have a split in the path here. Violet and Galleon, LittleKing and Japes. Let's see which one pays off. I'd love to see if Violet could pull a Lanky here.
It'll be difficult. Like, you're very restricted with what you can do with Tiny.
That's true.
Let's Submarine. Like, if you pull him Submarine, I'd be surprised.
Perhaps we find a Pearl. Maybe get a peek on the Mermaid even, just to know.
If it wasn't a 2% game and we found barrels, we would have had a Pearl by now, but game decided to be funny.
It happens. Now, if Lanky's on 2-door ship, we do only need 1 slam for that. So that's a relief.
That is true.
And do we see a Diddy Kong? We do not. Well, I'm thinking we might need Blast. Could be on the metal still, but I'm thinking with vines to free Kongs, we could be looking at Blast here.
Could be on the boss, if the boss is accessible.
That's true. It could also be... It could also be Sprint vines locked in Storage Arcade.
Never mind. It's not TNS. TNS is locked by Peanut.
Yeah.
Probably metal.
Coconut was indeed to Kongs.
Apes Forest Lobbies are foolish. Check a Legends 2 is dead.
There's a Pearl. That could be big.
That could be what Violet needs to get Lanky Kong. And Check-a Legends is dead. No.
Phew.
I hope Arcade is dead too soon.
I think we already knew Check-a Legends was dead. I can't believe you would say something so awful. We have a solo tiny phase path hint, and we started mini. Check-a Legends was dead for a long time.
Man.
All right, do we get a Lanky in the submarine? There's Lanky in the submarine. There we go.
Okay, so
that's big. That is big.
Gambit paid off, yeah. If Violet gets to Japes, it's easy to route into Great plus that hint right next to it. Get yourself probably your next progression.
Imagine that was a Twirl minigame in the Lanky bonus barrel.
We've seen 1-2%.
I mean, imagine though.
I mean, we got rolled by vines. Now Sprint, and now you're asking for Twirl?
It would have been funny at the very least. Anyway, no Diddy on DK's Metal and Japes. I think we are looking at the blast course here. So 2 Kongs and Japes, but no way to get either of them. That is tragic.
Outer Isles has 2 potions. Oh, we know them. It's oranges and the Feathergate. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's a white vial in Feathergate.
I wonder where that white vial is. Probably, at best, barrel throwing. Probably junk. At the very least, we don't have a Lanky phase. Or we don't know our 3rd phase yet, I suppose. But it's Feather locked. We know Feather is only to Tiny phase, so it cannot be Slam.
It can't be Slam. Slam's in Galleon and Caves, I believe.
It's a blue vial in the Grape Gate that LittleKing has
it's Sprint. It's Sprint.
Oh, wow.
It probably Sprint or O-Stan, I guess.
Yeah, we do logically need both. Main aisle to 8 Tiny.
Huh. Wait, what else are we missing in main aisle at this point?
So LittleKing still not going to Galleon, instead deciding to head to Factory, perhaps thinking he can get a Sprint in Factory Storage Arcade. Which, from what I'm seeing here, kind of a 50-50. In fact, he might need...
actually, no, wait, I just realized. I don't think it can be Sprint in that Grape Cage. Can it? Well, unless... No, never mind. Don't mind me. You get Lanky beforehand. Never mind. It could be, it's one of the 2.
Could also be Blast in Storage Arcade. Although, you don't have a third phase hinted this late. A lot of the time that points to Donkey Phase being hinted late because it's just the one move you need for it. Ooh, there's a
Right.
key in Hype Chest.
That is probably
Big
a
key
key
3.
3, yeah.
Well, that was the only key it could be. But yes.
Right.
So all keys gone. Now we just gotta figure out the Kong situation going on here.
And the chunky face situation.
So let's see. We need
There's a slam.
bongos. We need saxophone. We need Gorilla Gon, Hunky Chunky. Don't need Featherbow. We can skip that. That's nice. And
I don't think
then
it's skippable.
Mystery third Kong phase. Might not
That
be
depends.
skippable.
It might not
Cave's
be.
Helm
We'll
Lobby
see.
to solo Tiny Phase? I think it's skippable.
Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, it has to be the Helm Lobby barrel. Yeah, we said this
Yes.
earlier. Yeah, you're right.
So I got a slam coming in for Violet here. I don't know how helpful that is, seeing as how we already got Lanky, and that was the fear for us.
LittleKing trying that flip up to the top of the door once for that GB and said nope. After he
Yeah,
failed.
never mind. Igloo's foolish. Okay, no RBB shenanigans over there for now.
I think we've done everything in Japes, so we're presuming it's just the blast course. And we don't have blast.
All right, Kevin, you got the goods?
Yes.
Take him out. I'm sorry, Kevin.
It has to be done. Oh no. Oh no.
He's resisting.
Wait. Kevin, surrender peacefully. It hurts us more than it hurts you.
Just a TV on Kevin.
Everybody say thank you, Kevin.
All right, Storage Arcade. Can we pull anything here?
Oh. No.
No.
Hmm.
There's just a crown here. Ooh, Galleon Tiny Two-Door Ship hinted Wath. Has Violet checked that? I believe Violet opened it, but has not gone in yet.
She just got the slam. She evidently doesn't have the hints yet. She has been factored.
Yes.
So. And it's much slower to check than the lanky two-door ship
Yes.
because there's the barrel and everything.
Most of the time, we see runners checking Lanky, peeking a pot on Tinies and saying, oh, better go over there now.
It all depends on if Violet decides to go back and check it or not. We'll see. That's our first rainbow coin of the seed. Galleon DK medal.
Galleon DK medal on for a rainbow coin. It's about time.
We're pretty late into the seed, 45 minutes. You
Yeah.
need to buy stuff with Lanky, I think, on 2 shops. It'd be good to have more.
Okay, looks like we're probably going to get a peek at the lighthouse area hints here.
And now that you have Lanky, you pretty much have access to all the hints since you have Vines as well. LittleKing's gonna be happy to find Galleon and is gonna find Lanky and begin to like go through some progression here.
Now, LittleKing was not able to find anything in Storage Arcade that I'm noticing, which is interesting. Thinking that can only really be Blast locked or Diddy locked to get that item then.
Probably might be something leading to Chunky. We're not
Yes. Either O-Stand or Sprint.
sure. It's Jape's boss and it's Peanut in storage.
We did peek Chunky already.
Cave shops to 8 Chunky. This is sort of over. Wait, does it? We had a Tiny Temple. No, Tiny Temple has to be Candy then.
Yeah, I think that lines up.
Yeah, so it's not 5-door Temple. 5-door Temple is something else. Probably the pad move we need for the actual check.
All right, Violet heading over to the 2-door ships here. Or maybe just the hint. Hopefully Violet heads into the tutorship while they're at it. Caverns to
Ooh.
8. Oh, so we have a Diddy phase here.
Okay, we have a surprise Diddy phase.
Surprise
and
Diddy phase in the
caverns.
final hour. Okay.
Interesting.
What do we make of this? Where's Peanut? Where's Rocket Barrel? We know nothing about that except caverns. Uh-oh.
And we didn't find anything on the spot yet.
Diving
Violet is
isn't
gonna know.
to Diddy phase, so this can't be a Diddy move or anything leading to a Diddy move in here, but we know it's Wath.
Great peek by Violet to check very quickly that there is a item on Tiny Two-Door Ship.
Yeah, Violet does not have that Wath hint, so this will be really nice to get. No matter what it is. We know it's not Strong Kong at the very least.
It's already in her inventory, so yeah.
Yes.
So can't be Strong Kong.
Imagine, though. Strong Kong 2?
Electric Boogaloo.
Another diving minigame. Diving minigame in a diving check? How's that fair? We have recursive diving going on. All right, LittleKing getting lanky. That's big. And LittleKing almost certainly going to go get Slam in the hype chest. I don't think you go to Galleon with Tiny and Mini Monkey and Lanky and not do hype chest.
It's hard to skip. It's
That's
so much density.
Especially with a Waff Clam.
Right, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to miss.
Clam Wath almost feels silly to get because I feel like you're never skipping hype chest when you have the capability.
It's Sprint.
Sprint. Okay, so probably O stand in the Grape Gate.
Yeah, okay. But Violet doesn't know why she needs it. I don't think she hasn't been to Japes yet.
And here we go. Violet's into Japes. Gonna pick up Chunky, see the Sprint on the minigame, say, ooh, good thing I went to Galleon first. What is our free Kongs item in Storage Arcade?
It has to be something...
It has to be Blast.
It is probably Blast.
I think it's Chunky punches for Blast in Storage Arcade.
Yeah, that's
and we get Diddy in Japes with DK.
Right, because we know it's no longer a DK phase, so that tracks. He can no longer be on boss because it wasn't a Diddy phase to free Kongs or something like that, so everything's in order.
So we have all our Kongs, soon, I hope. What's next? What do we have to Chunky phase right now?
There's something in Caverns. I'd go back to Caverns with Punch and see if I can find that item in there.
Yep, that's
probably your hint to
that would be
finishing
smart for sure.
Yeah. That's probably what you do next. And probably that item might lead you to go to the either the Tiny Temple or the 5-door Temple for your next step after that. They're pretty close to go mode unless there's like a huge blocker somewhere. Yeah, their biggest blocker right now, honestly, is GBs, unless there's a wrench thrown in the works somewhere.
Sort of 2% shenanigans can be, twirl. I mean, that's the obvious one, huh? So where's the twirl that we need for what is going to be a twirl minigame in Helm? Ooh, that's a tough one.
What are our Helm Kongs again?
Donkey Tiny.
Okay, it could be just Tiny Twirl in there, yeah. Violet realizing why she needed Sprint and is happy to find it.
I actually love that check was changed to require Sprint. It just breeds so much comedy when you enter a bonus barrel and can't do it suddenly.
It brings a lot of content for sure, but as a runner going through Helm, you see Lanky required for Helm and dreading Sprint.
Yeah, well, it happens.
There's a big GB lead as it stands for LittleKing. LittleKing's at 39 with 7 blueprints. That puts him at 4 GBs. Violet's at 29 with 4 GBs, putting her at 33.
LittleKing insane GB efficiency.
I mean, I think it's castle different. Has he been to castle?
Yes,
He
I
noped.
believe they both
No,
have.
no, he noped out a castle. Oh no, he did. He did. I remember.
Yeah, he
because
climbed all the way to the top.
He climbed all the way to the top. It's true. But yeah, he did go to factory.
He
Factory
has
does
gone to
help out.
factory.
But he's just going back to Galleon now, and he can begin solving the seed almost because he knows there's a Wath right now in Tudor. He's gonna get his sprint, go back to get Chunky.
He had left Galleon to go pick up that blue vial that I assume he assumed was sprint, only to get O-stand and say, ah, shoot.
Yeah, there you go. Violet is going to catch back up in GBs once she hits factory. But I think routing-wise, just decision-making-wise, from like which level to go into, LittleKing has chosen probably the better levels to go through first.
Violet picking up the donkey CBs, gonna do every donkey check that they can here, only to find out that, nope, we're gonna need a blast here. And also here, take a medal. Never mind. She swerved past it. All right, never mind.
Very nice, very nice. At some point, you just get sick of those things. There's also like an instinct in you when it's like
yeah, you want to dodge
foolish.
them, but there's really no point in dodging them anymore. But
yeah, you don't get the prompt. You don't get the prompt from Cranky anymore, no matter how many medals you get.
So it's still anyone's game here. We have one Diddy face hint.
Yep.
Where? Oh, where's the other one?
I mean, it could just be a Wath. We have Factory Diddy medal. That's a possibility.
That's true. Factory Diddy medal. We have the... How much is fulfilled here? I guess it's just that, huh? We did two-door ship. We did Isles Grape. Helm Lobby Barrel's gonna be Feather, more than likely.
Right.
I could see Violet finishing up the...
Oh, we didn't see this.
Oh, there's PTT for the Logical Helm minigame. That's definitely gonna happen.
Totally gonna happen, for sure.
I think we're gonna see our racers run back to factory after this. Get that factory storage arcade to free Kongs, probably punch locked, and then come straight back to Japes. Get their Diddy, all as well.
I mean, I don't know if they go straight to storage and arcade. I think the spawn's in testing, if I'm not mistaken.
Straight to factory, Violet, and then...
I mean, if you're Violet, what does Diddy do? Like, Diddy only has guitar. Aside from, like, shops,
it's
Diddy
true.
doesn't do much yet. So I just do a normal full clear, yeah.
You full clear for sure. It's more to pursue the one real big Wath hint we have remaining, though.
Right. I mean, as you get Diddy for, like, LittleKing, as soon as you get him, it's like, okay, go back to factory again once you have the free Kongs hint, because you have to do the Diddy medal as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it works out.
It's the Outer Isles for 2 hint.
Probably junk on that that second vial. Donkey Kong for LittleKing. He exits that immediately. Oh, he's gonna go back for the shops.
Yep,
True.
It's the Isle Shop Potion. This is, as of yet, unhinted, but this could be a latent Diddy phase item.
Yeah.
Just on a Sphere Zero shop, that's always a possibility.
Unhinted, we'll see. It has happened before. It is... No,
yes.
Crap.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I hate to break it to you, but...
No, let me live in this.
I think I'll break it to you.
No. That could actually be important for Power Hut. That could be the storage arcade thing.
It could be. But arcade's looking pretty dead, though.
Yeah, well, I don't want to think about it. Ooh, high-fiving. Same exact time in the in the factory loading zone.
Believers are sweating a little bit. They have 3 minutes for one of the runners to get Diddy Kong here. LittleKing's probably gonna get it before the hour mark, though.
We'll see. We'll see. LittleKing's gotta do Storage Arcade checks and then go all the way back to Japes and do the Blast Course. It's gonna be cutting it close. Plus, if it's in Power Hut, you gotta wait through that prod animation.
Oh, that's true. I think he's going straight to...
For sure is.
Okay. Only because he has grab, right? Oh, it's the only check he can do.
Yes. Well, we have punch. So we have the dirt as well. I don't know if they peaked it. I certainly did not notice myself.
Our second slam is in caves otherwise. So that could be our little wrench in the works if it's not this. Do we require a second slam? We will know very soon here.
Once this whole cutscene stops.
Hold, please hold.
Brace yourselves.
Survey says.
Ooh.
Okay,
let's see if it's the dirt. Is it the dirt?
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, you're right.
It is the dirt.
Oh, it's the dirt. Okay, so Blast is on the dirt. They're saved.
Maybe.
Unless it's not Blast.
Instrument upgrade for the one time? Nah, there's Blast. All right, that's Diddy Kong. Minute 30. Believers, hold your breath.
Running straight to Japes.
It's going to be a close one.
I think the spawn's at Cranky as well, so it's the furthest possible spawn.
You better hope LittleKing doesn't miss it.
Uh-oh. It'll be close. I voted doubt. My points. Oh, Fireball hit him.
I wish I'd voted belief now.
I know, right? Me too.
Oh, it's a minute. I think LittleKing's got it, just barely. This is a very quick blast course. He just has to not fall.
He has it. He has it.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now. 45 seconds. LittleKing, don't miss. You got this. We all believe in you.
Taking his time with it.
I think LittleKing knows what's on the line here. And there's Diddy Kong. 59 minutes, 31 seconds, and we have family. Congratulations, believers. This is a big day for everyone here.
Enjoy our points.
Everyone, please raise your hand if you are now broke and ruined and desolate.
You did not all in, did you?
No.
Oh, God.
OJN's ruined. Sorry to hear it, OJN. Sorry to hear it. Violet taking the time to do the factory blast course. Finish the DK medal, maybe get a quick GB at the end. I don't hate it. We know blast is only to free Kongs, so...
Oh, wait, that works? Okay, I was surprised.
Yeah. We know Arcade, unfortunately, does not have much for us. LittleKing going back to Caverns. I like this. Getting our one thing we have Path to the Diddy face right now, and there it probably is. What do you think? Is it a peanut that locks Rocket Barrel, or is it a Rocket Barrel that locks peanuts?
I think it's peanut for the 5-door, potentially. That's what it's looking like it's going to be.
That would make sense to me.
We'll have to see, though.
I wonder if it's also peanut for logical factory Diddy metal.
With the guitar, it does make it logical, yes. Because you have the room, the charge enemies room. There's balloons in there.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps peanut locks spring somewhere. Hard to say. Although, with prod on, how much does that give us? Enough? Probably not.
Prod on its own does give us enough, yes. No, without spring, no. Well, actually.
Get out the calcs.
You have 10 on the floor, you have 15 up top. I think 20 in the prod room itself. It's possible because you have the CBs by the pads themselves and like those trailing.
I think it is not enough. It's 3 balloons, 3 balloons in the Diddy Charge Enemies room, 25 on Block Tower, right? That's 55? I think we're 5 short.
55, you said?
Yeah. 3 balloons, 25 on the Block Tower.
You said we're 5
Where
short?
am I?
We're 5 short?
If it's just spring and prod. Or not spring, if it's just prod.
No, because you have those by the 5 pads. The different 5 pads by Funky and by Arcade itself. Yeah, some Diddy CBs there.
We'll have to calculate this one later.
And you have 10 on prod floor as well. 10 on prod floor. 15 on the climb up to prod. You don't need spring for those.
Picking up some of the Galleon hints he missed out on. So it's time to solve our Kong phases. We have all our keys. We have access to Creme. We have no problem with that. We could go for micro hints potentially soon.
We have none of our helm instruments, so yeah, that it might be soon. But I like what LittleKing is going for. Follow your hints. You know you have something in.
We have outlying things to 8 still that have to be figured out. So one of these 5-door temple rooms, likely Diddy's.
Likely Diddy's, but you can use a couple more GBs and go into the Chunky room.
Yeah, Chunky room is good for GBs, for sure.
Right. And you're going into Tiny Temple anyway. Get the CBs in there while you're at it, and get his medal.
All right, what do we have in Diddy 5-door temple? Give us the goods. It's a purple vial. Saxophone.
Okay.
Now, where are we bringing saxophone? Before
Sax
anyone
is probably
says,
it's your helm pad item probably. You use that on helm pad for Feather.
That would make sense.
So that path is dead. So you need something that leads you to Chunky Phase anyways. Where's Candy? Oh, that's Tiny Temple. Never mind. So something in Tiny Temple is going to be Candy then. But you're still missing a Diddy phase. We've gone through all the levels by now, right?
I think the odds are it's just factory Diddy metal.
Probably. Unless it's bongos and then we're in trouble.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because we need... That'd be nice, you said.
I'm for that.
I mean, we're in the commentators here, right? Like, we're the spectators here. We want to watch them struggle for a little longer here. After we've been through a couple of casinos.
I want to see some panic.
We want them to come in here during the interview sweating.
All right, Violet going to pick up Diddy now.
How are they doing on blueprints? Blueprints right now. Violet has 4, 6, 8 blueprints with 44 GB, so she's at 52 affected GB.
They are tied with GBs now. Violet's got 1 more blueprint than LittleKing, and LittleKing has 1 more GB than Violet.
Insane how she's caught back up with the Japes and Factory.
Well, LittleKing, when we had last checked in, had cleared Japes and Factory, and Violet was doing a long Galleon clear, and then I think they sort of swapped places in that. Yeah. Violet had time to full clear 2 levels, while LittleKing did the slow Galleon clear. So we're looking a very equivalent right here. Violet just has to pick up saxophone. So Violet, I think, is a little bit behind here. I don't believe Violet has anything LittleKing doesn't have. In fact, LittleKing also has grab. Not that really is pointing to anything.
There was nothing really ever hinting grape, was there, in the Stormy Tunnel, right? Only coconut, I guess?
Yeah, only coconut.
And coconut was from Shockwave. I wonder if this will lead to anything then here. It's probably is this or the arena.
Oh, there's our Candy Kong.
There's Candy. Okay, so Candy Kong to 8. Yeah, 8 in Chunky phase. That makes sense then.
Candy Kong to 8 chunky. Now, is that Candy selling bongos and bongos getting us a chunky move?
It is possible because port is already to 8. We know that. So our only remaining item would be. No, we have twirl. Okay, never mind. Crisis averted. For any twirl lobby minigame surprises.
We're really gonna be glad we have Twirl come later on. Trust me.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be that Twirl Vines game that keeps showing up lately.
Oh, goodness.
It's gonna rear its ugly head, and we're gonna have what we need for it.
Damn, we're not gonna see any panic from these two. Boring.
It's true. Could be Hunky that gives us bongos. That would also be pretty neat. I don't believe we peaked any potions locked by Hunky yet, but it's not impossible. Perhaps funny Kosha dirt scenario could be happening. We need barrels for that, though, so I don't want to get too cursed here.
Something somehow leading to Cave's tiny metal, maybe.
That's always a fear.
But then you would need barrels, I think, to complete everything, because you don't have feather. So for go mode, we're missing bongos, rocket barrel, Goner Hunky, which we're getting one of here in Cave's Candy.
I really want to see one of them run back for Factory Diddy Medal here.
Right, they completely forgot that, yeah. Or they have
probably
it,
in the back
on
of their
radar.
mind, but...
Oh! Uh-oh.
Trombone, okay. Little curveball here. Never hurt anybody. Now, what do we need trombone for? Now, I'd like to point out, Sprint was waff-hinted. It was not
Don't
path-hinted.
say it. Don't say it.
So,
Don't
I was
say
just
it.
gonna say, I don't know. There's...
No.
I know there's one person in chat.
No.
What?
No.
What's wrong?
It's
But
for spring. No, we don't have balloon. No. it's for I don't know anymore, man.
Whoa, what's the problem?
No problem at all. Maybe if I don't mention it, it'll just stay away.
Listen, it's a check that exists. It has a possibility of showing up in races.
I like Celerity's idea. A balloon for Factory Diddy Metal, sorry.
Well, we'll check Sprint Cabin here.
Well, it can't. No, it can't be. Well, it could. Never mind.
Igloo is foolish. Cabins is path to Tunky, actually. Come to think of it, this is probably simply the answer.
But then why is it about the 8 then? Trombone.
No, trombone's oh, okay. Well, never mind. There that goes.
What could it be?
Little bit of a wrinkle here at the end of the seed. You love to see it.
Okay, we wanted a wrench in the works, and you wanted them to suffer a little bit. Well, here you go.
Everyone, kick back. This is gonna be a good one.
He might. Okay, so LittleKing might be thinking it's one chunky item. Sorry,
that is not a bad call. I don't think. Let's take a peek
It happened.
here.
Never mind. Nice try. Nice try though.
Oh, I don't hate the call. That was good to peek, just to get the path to cabins out of your mind.
It happens more often than you think, guys. Oh, I like that. Lanky Mausoleum.
Well, Lanky Mausoleum, Vines, from what I'm seeing here, is not path to Chunky phase.
Oh, never mind. Well, it may be path to 8.
Path to 5 Tiny phase, and that's it from what I'm seeing here.
Oh, rip. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Ooh, the early oranges perhaps coming in clutch here.
What was that from? That was from Mini.
That was
Mini
BFI.
Yeah, Mini wasn't
20
hinted for
seconds.
anything.
Rainbow coin.
We have sacks.
I think Trombone is just getting us bongos, and it's going to be Donkey rotating or Donkey solo. LittleKing's peeking upper cabin for Diddy. No spring, though, so can't actually do it.
Interesting peek here.
This will
Guitar
get
was a
good.
shop.
There's just junk in there. Could still be the fairy. So trombone. Where are we bringing trombone?
He's hovering
Perhaps
towards that.
it's a Woth rocket barrel on factory. Well, no, I was gonna say Isle Summit barrel, but then where's barrel throwing? Maybe I'm cooking too much here.
Okay, LittleKing I think is going back finally for his Diddy medal.
There you go.
And this might give us a little more direction as to where to go next.
Perhaps we have a Red Slam piano game in our future.
Also, is there a hint atop of prod? I think there is, because yeah, there has to be, because Arcade had TNS, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, LittleKing going for did he charge? Oh, did he metal? Nah, never mind.
Just the balloons, yeah.
No charge. It'd be tough to do this, Jack.
Tough is one way to put it.
It would be a struggle for sure.
I mean,
if anyone could do it, it's LittleKing. I'll put it like that.
I mean, it's already looking a little tough for the balloons themselves, I guess.
Now, these balloons are really... You don't see them shot that much in this racing. Usually it's like we're running a, block tower, getting the 25 there, getting the rest on the route. But those balloons in there, really nice for getting a super quick factory Diddy medal.
That is true that you're used to running certain balloons, and when you've run the seats so much, you kind of memorize what routes they go through. You don't see these balloons very often, like Salzer just mentioned.
All right, is it just RBB on factory Diddy medal? Oh.
I think he's gonna grab the ones by
and the ones on the funky board.
Yeah.
Just making us wait in suspense. And there's Rocket Barrel. Okay.
Okay, so that's
Diddy phase is handled. Now Chunky phase.
That's the big problem.
I believe we're just looking at trombone here to find bongos. That's all we got to work with, huh?
For the Raiders coming in, this is Blitz semifinals. VioletPumpkin versus LittleKing.
Yeah.
Right now, they're in through a tough spot. They're trying to solve mostly their chunky face. I'd say LittleKing has a slight edge because he got candy, he got trombone, he has rocket barrel, but Violet is working her way towards those as we speak.
So we're seeing LittleKing running to Helm right now just to get the bongos micro. I really love this. He'll just tell him, okay, this is where you take trombone. Easy peasy.
Was Tiny the first Kong in Helm, or
no? It is DK.
DK first? Okay.
DK first, then Tiny. So doesn't even have to do a Helm room.
Okay, that's good enough, I guess.
Then here's the question. After you get bongos, where do you take bongos?
Very good question.
That's something you can't micro.
If it's bongos to... it can't be bongos to K. Maybe trombone is for Helm?
Here's an even worse question. If it's not trombone that gets bongos, what if it's trombone that gets us Hunky or Gorilla Gone? Where are those? And then how do those get us bongos? Fungi Forest with Lanky. Oh my goodness. Eternal,
no. He weasels his way to another seed. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'd rather turn this Buster into Rabbit Stew.
Right? I'm right. Ash is just in time.
Where's Balam? Balam didn't input my suggestion yet about blowing up the rabbit after we win. Is that not implemented yet?
You have been inflicted with the curse of Verdant Ash. Enjoy your rabbit race.
No.
It was very good of LittleKing to get the micro there. Because rabbit races, unless your name is Ash, is one of the last trombone checks you do. Maybe that one right before you check piano game out of desperation.
You get a hint in here maybe as well with Grape? What are these hieroglyphics we're seeing?
Oh, Jan dropping the Curse of Ash in here with the Egyptian hieroglyphics. I like it. I like it. All right, there's Trombone on VioletPumpkin's side.
Now she must be
Now
hella
Violet's
confused.
got a... I don't know. Violet, I think, noted Rabbit Racer. We could see Violet just running straight to Rabbit Race.
Oh, it's the beetle! Let's go! We're racing the beetle today!
Wow. The hidden race.
LittleKing's my goat.
Ash is in absolute shambles right now.
She hasn't typed anything since.
Big angry face from Ash. So sorry, Ash. But perhaps on Violet's side.
LittleKing, my goat.
Oh, he's checking the hint mid. Wow.
Okay, well, testing is foolish. That is added style points.
That is LittleKing absolutely flexing on the beetle there. And there's our bongos.
Okay, yeah, that is our bongos. So now what? Bongos.
Okay. Where are we taking them? We taking them road? Okay. Well, I think it's just rotating cabin, yeah?
Probably. It can't be igloo. It can't because
well, we also have K's cabins to Chunky Face, right? It's the that's the obvious choice here.
Has to be.
Now, where's our other Chunky Face move?
What was Sax for again? Sax was to
Sax was to 8 tiny. Yeah, Sax is just for Helm and for getting us Feather in Helm lobby, I believe.
If it was the Chunky Phase and it's Hunky that we find, I was maybe thinking Pound the X, but that's not doable anymore. I think we check Prod Hint maybe. That's what I would do.
Maybe. Now, is there anything unfulfilled to Chunky Phase though? Has Peanuts gotten us anything? Peanuts
has not gotten us anything. Well, it's Path to Forest. Oh, so maybe Rocket Barrel Lock.
True.
Because No Spring, it's probably logically Rocket Barrel Lock. It's Waft. It hasn't been hinted to Diddy Face. That's usually an indication that it might be used for something else.
So Peanuts got a Saxophone. Sax only to 8 tiny. Peanuts was hinted to Chunky as well. Yeah, right. That's making a lot of sense. So we're looking for some latent Peanut check out there. Perhaps a Japes check, top of the mountain. This is not something you can micro, so
I think
pick your favorite
Rocket
Peanut
Barrel.
check. I think LittleKing is on the same boat here.
This is a possibility because O-Stand, you get it from Grape, and Grape was from Coconut. And Coconut was from Shockwaves. So this does track. If all else fails, try to get the Lanky Medal and hope, I guess.
LittleKing avoiding the Squawks speech bubble. Amazing. I would never. Oh, never mind.
You have to.
All right, and Ash, fear not. There's a rabbit on VioletPumpkin's side.
I'm gonna ignore that side of the screen real quick.
What do we got here? Oh, it's just a GB.
Ooh, okay, nice try though. Well, it's still GB density. Well, he's at 55 with 7, so he's at 62 right now. What's the most cursed Peanut check we can think of?
Well, I can think of a very cursed one right now. I'm just trying to see if it fits. Well, I was gonna say Mechfish.
Mechfish. It would fit because guitar is unexplained. It's in a random shop. So it's not out of the question. LittleKing is debating. He's like, this is Peanut Lock.
This is a good check.
Ridiculous.
It's a good check. Now, if it is here, better hope it's not a barrel throwing boss.
Well then, buckle up. Because if it's a green vial...
What do we got? No, it's just a GB.
We're saved from
That
a
is a
boss check.
shame.
So probably go to Diddy Mountain.
Diddy
That's
Mountain,
right.
maybe minecart. At
Again,
least peek
this
it. No charge in sight, but
yeah. Again, this could be Rocket Barrel lock because Peanut did lock Rocket Barrel.
yes, that is true. Are we missing any hints that they can go back for, I wonder?
Fraud is the only one I can think of right now. Ah, yes, this clip over here. And LittleKing does it pretty quickly. Nice.
Is there a world we run and get Feather just for the Hive Tunnel hint?
I don't know for that desperate. That's miss number 1
Oh.
on the Diddy Mountain check. I mean, if you know you can skip it, right, then why go for it? And Orange's Tiny K Rool is faster with the explosion radius.
Oh,
There's a
potion on Diddy
potion.
minecart. We're minus Chippy charge right now, but this
Well,
could
is-
be it.
That'd be huge if that's the case, but we are missing a lot of items. It'd be a shame if we would do minecart for I don't know, an ammo belt 2 or something.
I think the worst thing would be getting an actual item that isn't what we're looking for, because then that's on the path.
Yeah, you're right. We already got 3rd melon prac, so that's off the table.
This could be spring. If Peanuts locks spring in some way.
That might lead LittleKing back to like Diddy upper cabin or something. But I don't see any other use for spring at the moment. They peaked, what's it called? They peaked the treasure room spring check. What else could it be?
I think it could be almost anything at this point, besides Feather.
The most cursed scenario I can think of right now is if it's Caves Diddy Metal for a slam and you have to go back to factory.
Wow.
That's
Now you're cooking.
That's my 11th hour cook here.
Absolutely cooking.
Violet is gonna go for what we presume is gonna be one of our chunky K-Room moves.
Let's see if Violet does the flip here. Yep.
The Diddy to Tiny version is very easy to do.
Ooh,
but she
solo
gets
Diddy
the-
version.
It's hunky chunky.
Instrument upgrade 2 on Japes Diddy minecart.
Oh my
you
God.
love to see it. You
Oh,
love to see
no.
it.
No, LittleKing, that's gotta feel so bad.
Bit of a
too.
pause there. Are you kidding me? Coming from LittleKing.
I commentator cursed that. Oh no.
Wow.
How could I? Did they
Hey,
check
what
this
next?
peanut? Oh, they did. What is Violet up to right now?
Violet probably looking to just get Helm out of the way while they stew on where to go for Gone, which I like. I think that's
It's a good call.
That's solid.
She's at 52
Dude,
plus.
Violet can do Helm.
It's 61.
Think about what Peanut checks make the most sense, or what checks in general, I suppose. It might not even be Peanut
I
long.
might. No, she's
For
at
all I know.
63. 63 GBs, so yeah.
63 is definitely enough. I go in with 61 and I never regret it.
Totally. Never have you gotten punished.
Anyway,
I've seen a legume and melon in Helm for a certain runner. Looking going for the flip, but oh, very nicely done.
very nice, very nice. Both runners getting that very quickly. I think in my ideal world right now, we're looking at a Galleon Diddy Mechfish. What say you?
Okay. I'm going with my Caves Diddy Metal to prod.
All right.
Yes, that's my.
Anyone in chat got anything more cursed than that?
Reminder, right now what we're thinking is we're searching for either Peanut or Rocket Barrel checks.
That's right,
That's
King.
what
And
we're-
one of us is lying. One of us is always telling the truth. Can we get another gamble going? Neckfish believers.
I like what LittleKing's attempting here. It might be Bongos blocking both of these checks.
I don't think Peanut to Chunky is explained, though. So
It
unless
isn't
Peanut locks
explained.
homing, I could see it.
Or it's another trombone check somewhere. Oh, Violet is actually going for Feather here.
I think I like this play. That could be a miracle hint that Feather gets you.
That is true.
This is a kind of long mini game.
And LittleKing's gonna go dumb.
Yep. We're gonna see both runners go into Helm.
Now, what it could be, and this would be one hell of a cook as well. Oh, Violet.
Oh, that's 3.
Do you enjoy hearing the fairy scream or something? What are you doing to them? What I was about to say is that Bongos... Oh, no, never mind. It doesn't work. I was about to say Bongos could be path to Chunky Face for, like, end fairies, but there's sacks as well. That doesn't track.
And 2 more fairies deaths for the road as we're leaving the minigame.
Violet just absolutely murdering them.
There's our Feather Bow. Not technically needed because we could have logicked with oranges, but Violet, I'm sure, picking that up for the Japes hint.
Most
which
likely.
could be really big. So Violet has skipped a couple Peanut checks here. I wouldn't be shocked to see her go straight to Japes for the hint and also do those checks that LittleKing's already done.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Unless the hints leads her somewhere.
LittleKing also grabbing Feather.
Yeah, I think they're at the point where they'd rather take like the chance of a hint bailing them out here, rather than just casinoing everything. 'Cause especially in a race,
Yes.
losers out. Like, you don't want to take any chances. If the hint is available and can give you information, then why not take it?
It's definitely a smart play. A risky play, though, because that hint could just be garbage. It could be nothing.
It could be a foolish hint, as you have seen before. I think they've checked the winch and there was nothing on it.
Unhinted charge for the important instrument upgrade as well. That has to be explained.
More added charges for Helm.
All right, Featherbow on LittleKing's side. This is a close one.
Mushroom Interior's dead. OJM.
We are tied right now. Violet maybe with a slight lead, depending on what checks Violet goes for first.
All right, LittleKing has checked more stuff.
Yes,
Peanut related. Yeah, but effectively they're tied. It all depends on what the hint gives them. If Violet reads the hint first and it's an important hint.
Yes. This could all come down to how good that hint is, because Violet is going to hit it first. And if it's like cave CBs to Chunky Phase, it could be which metal do we check first?
I mean, if it's a metal at this point, you gotta think it's Diddy's at this point.
Yes, I agree.
I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it to be cave CBs and at least a slam.
Oh no.
Why not?
You can get scouring for dead areas.
You can.
It would just mean that it's a bait vial there, like third melon.
Right now we're only missing one bait vial. Ammo belt 2.
All right, there's key 8 coming for Violet. LittleKing got to do tiny room still, but not far behind. Where is Violet taking this first? And yes, we're looking at Japes right away. That is kind of the level to go to for Peanut checks. But
I think he's going for the hint first.
Yes, Violet's probably going straight for the hint.
We're in for a close one.
This entire race could come down to this hint right here.
Yeah.
What do we have? Everyone hold. Pause in anticipation.
Stop everything you're doing.
Hold
We're
your
about
breath.
to read this next hint.
Put that chip down. You have to watch Donk.
Yeah, put that bottle down. We're not drinking right now.
Get your speed reading glasses on. Everyone hold. What does this hint say, and does it save the entire seed?
It's McFish! It's McFish! Violet is in the lead!
That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about.
Wow! An 11th hour McFish.
Wow. How do
With
I do
an
it?
unhinted guitar, by the way. In the shop.
Violet has a commanding lead now. Violet does. McFish is going to get the K roll. I think Violet's taking this. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow.
It is a minecart difference, I'd say.
Literally a minecart difference. LittleKing tricked by a alluring potion. Violet, we're gonna have to keep our execution tip-top here. Violet's got a lot of time here. LittleKing's got to go all the way across Japes to get the hint.
She has about a minute and a half difference here right now. Now, the only wrench in the works is that it's not gone and it's something else. It can't be slammed.
Exhilarating.
Look, I'm thinking of ways to spice things up, okay? It's like... We
No,
gotta keep hope alive.
It.
This is simply it.
My hope was McFish, and so my hope is more than alive.
I don't see enough McFish agenda spam in the chat. Where are you guys?
Everyone, can we get some McFishes in the chat, please? This is a big day for him.
There he is.
There we go.
LittleKing reading the hint. Go, go, go. Oh, she wants nothing to do with whatever
Bad,
aerial
Ash,
enemies
bad.
in here.
Wrong, Ash, wrong.
Nope, wrong. Can we petition to have main character be redesigned to be McFish, please? And thank you.
Oh, Violet.
Violet.
Ooh, okay, good. Sometimes the hitbox on that can be a little dicey, and if you miss that cycle, that's time loss.
Who sniped Ash there?
Oh, Violet had 5 peanuts left.
It's over.
There's ammo in there, though. Yep. This is looking like Violet's gonna take this.
Yep.
Ash's rabbit got deleted.
Yeah, headshot. The rabbit has been destroyed. Get rolled.
What a seed. I think what did it at the end was LittleKing was shooting for peanut checks, being thorough trying to find the solution rather than going for a hint. And I don't even think that was wrong to do. It turns out it was possibly the most cursed peanut check in the game.
Yeah, sometimes casinoing when there's added info available is not the way, kids. That's sometimes get your hints if they're available. I think that's the lesson.
Yeah. And the hint was like they had to go out of their way for it. They had to get a feather that they didn't need because they had oranges. Both of them did it, and it was obviously the right play.
They both thought about it as like the big thing. That was like very interesting to see from both of them. Like you could tell their intention, and I think very much worth it for them. More worth it for one runner for the other. She had to casino less, for sure.
There is our Gorilla Gon coming in for LittleKing, but gonna be a bit late on that one.
No, the lesson is not always check McFish. McFish is a fun check, but a very slow one. And we got a backflip from VioletPumpkin.
Violet a whole chunky phase ahead. Well, no arcade the seed, but I think Sarah managed to roll another good one. The final hour McFish. I'm never gonna not cheer and clap for that.
Yeah, final hour McFish is definitely a very good seed to have on Restream for sure. Restream value save. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think Tudos will, and Larock will keep your check safe. They won't slash anything out of it. Oh, Violet going with the orange throwing.
I've been told this is faster. I don't know if that's true.
Kilvaris has been telling me that it's faster.
It feels better.
Well, Kilvaris has been telling me because you can, even if you're not very accurate with like which toe you're aiming at, it'll still hit the toe that's raised.
All right, that makes sense. Backflip coming in from LittleKing. You love to see it. Coconut to Chunky Face was unsolved. It was Mechfish the only thing that fit the hints. Possibly, but it was also still pretty complex to think about. Because we had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Path to Chunky Face hints. It is really, especially in a tournament setting, very tough to put that together.
You're not going to think of the big mega path when you have a much shorter path that'll give you, like, that is unsolved. Especially towards the end.
Yeah, and plus, like, banking it all on Mechfish, it's tough to make that call, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because that is such a risky check to go for if it's nothing.
Guitar is unhinted, by the way. It's completely unhinted at a shop. I don't think I've seen it hinted anywhere. So you don't think Mechfish, really.
Well, I did. Just so we're clear.
You did. You win the seed.
Yeah, easily.
And that's Tiny Phase done for Violet. One K Rool phase left.
Yep, we just got our Diddy phase.
Unless some disaster happens here, Violet should have this. LittleKing does need to go back in the boot for a second time. The winner of this, by the way, another daunting challenge awaits them as they have to face Connor 75 for the Blitz Championship. Someone you're acquainted with, Soundser.
Yeah, that is... He's a tough opponent. I think we all know this.
Yes.
Mr. DK64 himself.
Mr. DK64 himself.
But hey, Violet's performance tonight, I give Violet very good odds. Ooh, and
she
the
got an animation
wow.
castle. Very nice.
All right, and that's time for Violet. 139.19, I believe. 139.20. GG's Violet is going to be moving on to face Connor 75 in the Blitz Finals.
You want to see that Blitz Finals? Stay tuned because
absolutely incredible.
Get on the Discord. We ping everyone if you want to be a restream viewer. Get the role, get the tag. You'll be known. Follow the channel here. You'll be notified when the stream goes up because it'll happen this weekend.
And we got Violet here. Violet, GG's. Well done. Why don't you just tell us how you felt about that seed? It was quite a spicy one near the end.
GG's. Yeah, that one felt... It kind of felt like it might have been a jet at first, but yeah, that end game was not what I expected with the rabbit and the Mechfish. The agendas are going strong.
When I say that there were people cheering in the crowd when that Mechfish hint popped up.
Oh my goodness.
Getting the feather for the hint, very smart move. LittleKing actually went for the same thing, but LittleKing had gone to Japes to do all of the other peanut checks, even getting Instrument Upgrade 2 off of Japes Diddy Minecart. But you opted to instead go for the feather and helm, do helm first, get the hint. And that I think is what put you ahead here. So very well done.
You not casinoing and going straight for hints first definitely helped you out because you were behind on getting like most of the end game progression, getting Diddy, getting Candy, getting all the required moves, trombone, doing the final checks. It was really the decision to go into getting feather going into helm first while LittleKing was still casinoing that really got you the edge there. So
that is time for LittleKing 140.58. LittleKing, GG's.
GG.
Welcome. So what are your thoughts on this seed?
I should have got Feather the first time I went to Helm. Is
Yeah.
what my thoughts on the seed.
Is very rare for the last hint, or one of the last hints, to be such a big bailout. And yes, you both went for Feather, but Violet had the slight lead, not doing Jape's Diddy Minecart, which was just a tragedy.
That was so unfortunate. Such an unfortunate spot for instrument upgrade.
Yes. Sometimes the rando gods do not smile upon thee.
I kind of cursed it there, honestly. I did say it'd be a shame if LittleKing were to do this just to get the bait vial, like I'm a belt 2 at the end of it, and actually have it. So
yeah.
But you were thinking towards the end that it was a peanut check, or like you were thinking just peanut, or were you thinking something else? What was your thought process towards the end?
It could have been peanut or rocket. Like, really, those are the only two things I had in mind.
So from what people are saying, it looks like Coconut 2 Chunky Phase was not solved yet. I don't know how true this is.
Maybe?
But yeah,
Right.
with a seed like this with 7 Chunky Phase hints, oof, the hint was the right move. That bait vial really just sunk your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it is in logic, because Coconut, you need Coconut to open Lighthouse for the
Yes.
next fish.
Yeah, like, Coconut would definitely be Path.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I did not catch that at all.
I mean, you don't think about it, right? You think about the hint with the least info there that leads you to what you want, like the least paths branching, and that's what you go for.
LittleKing, you
usually.
went to Japes early, tried to get your 2 Kongs right away. How did you feel when you went into that lanky slope barrel? And
Unlucky.
yes, I suppose that's the only way to put it, huh?
Yeah, I saw him there and it's like, okay, storage to Kongs might just be O stand, and it was not.
Violet,
Definitely strange free Kong packs here.
Yeah, Violet didn't need to go through that because I think she found Sprint before going into Factory, and she lucked out on that.
Yeah, I opted to go to Galleon first, just in case like I needed Lanky to hit the switch or something. And that ended up paying off for me in a big way
For sure.
as well.
Yeah, I kind of bet on Lanky not being available, and then he was.
Yeah.
So I definitely felt like I was behind when I got Lanky.
There was also the fear that Lanky would be on the mermaid, but then there was a Pearl sitting there in Galleon just on the Kasplat.
Right, yeah. There couldn't be any mini, there wasn't many tiny checks it could be, we thought. Because Sax was dead, and it was like, had to be mini something.
Yeah. The only fear was 2-door ship, and you need a slam. But, that
which also just happened to turn up behind Lanky.
Yes.
Yeah. So it turned out quite well there. With that, VioletPumpkin goes on to face, like we mentioned earlier, Mr. DK64 random himself. Or Mr. DK64 period himself. Connor75. Thoughts about that matchup coming up, Violet?
Well, just like all of the matches I've done in the Blitz, it's definitely going to be quite the challenge. His execution is, of course, top-notch, but we'll see if I can pull out the win regardless.
It'll definitely be a fun one to watch. Anything can happen in the seed, and we will be there to see it. It'll happen this weekend. I think either tomorrow or Saturday. They're still going to have to plan that out together, Connor and Violet. But there will be an event created on Discord. That's a little hard to see. If you go on top of Discord, there's like a button there that leads you to the event. Make sure to stay tuned for that. There will be a ping right before the stream goes. Make sure to get into the Discord if you want to get through and either want to go on your little adventure, DK64randomizer.com, or chat with us. We don't bite. Pretty friendly. Most times, at least. Don't talk to us after a bad race, but for the most part.
Make it a little snippy.
Yeah. Might be a little salty after a couple of bad ones, here and there. Thank you very much for the entertaining race, LittleKing. Violet, very close.
Very
GG's
close
for you.
race. Very,
GG's
very
for
fun to
sure.
watch.
Very well done, both of you. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Sauser, for co-commentating with me.
You as
A lot
well,
of fun.
Eternal.
Thank you, thank you. It's my pleasure as well. And that'll be it for us today. We're probably gonna send it off here. Thank you, Alta, for the for setting this up for us and for the previews for us as well. Very well managed. And we'll see you for the next one. Morning.
Morning.